Hi, welcome guys. So today we're going to have a look through all the expansion notes. This is my first time reading through it as well, so there's some things I probably didn't realise that got introduced into the game or fixed into the game. So we're just going to have a good few minutes having a scan through and seeing what's been changed. We're not going to cover all because, as you can see, it's one massive sort of add-on fix, quest bugs sort of sorted and that. So let's just crack on. Jesus, where's the top? No. Right, so the big changes and updates, obviously we don't need to read that. I mean, sure, you can read that. Obviously it's just saying they've added that. Another feature on the death recap: when you press T it tells you exactly what happened to you when you died, but I don't really see the point in that. But anyway, so the big changes, updates / new features. An adventure zone designed for groups of... In fact, I'm going to put my glasses on. I meant to wear glasses, but I never do. So I'm going to put that on to read. I can read it fine, but I'm going to get my glasses on because no one's ever seen me with them on. Right. Yeah. Right. I bought... So when I was leaving the army, I got my eyesight checked, and so they were slightly bad, so I needed glasses. Only slightly. I mean, I'm 27, first time at the opticians properly, and then got the... So I've got my cool Hugo Boss. They've got like a little tint on for the PCs. Right. Now I look like an intellectual. Right. Anyway. An adventure zone designed for groups of 4 veteran rank characters to explore, locate between Cyrodiil and Skyrim. A new quest available in Moorhold, Wayrest, Elden Root will lead to the zone. So that's how you get to it. I was fucking trying my hardest to try and find out how you get to it by looking at the map. Right, so I need to do that. Okay. Trials, Hellrack, Citadel, and the Aetherian Archive are open. Groups of 12 players can take these difficult challenge to a new loot and a place on the leaderboard. You can use the group finder tool to locate others for your trial group, but be warned, you'll need excellent coordination and skill to take on these trials. Right. Groups begin a trial with 36 soul reservoirs. Basically, they can revive 36 times a total. This counter decreases when a member is resurrected and a soul is consumed. The trial fails if no soul reservoirs remain and no group member are left in the trial. Yep. Yeah, not much different. Combat with any monster in a trial will block resurrection for group members until the combat ends. So that's important to note. With any monster is basically like fighting a boss. You cannot resurrect if you're fighting any kind of monster, which can be a bit shitty. Right, get away from me, fly. Right, known issue. The teleport pads are in Aetherian, I can't pronounce that correctly, archive will sometimes fail to work, preventing the group from completing the trial. Well, that's a bit shit. Anyway. Trial leaderboards. Trials will trigger. Yeah. We don't need to go through all this heavy. I don't think. This is all just about getting to the top of the leaderboard by doing it as quick as you can, and you get some loot if you're number 1. Trial of the week. Yes, same again. The trial week starts at the end of specific times, which will be different for the northern service. Yes, it's the same again. Just some reason for you to do this is to get on top of the leaderboard. It's a weekly rotation and you get a prize at the end, which is cool. Yes, that gives you some motivation, actual reason to do it. Right, anyway, veteran rank updates. You can earn up to veteran rank 12 as you continue through the ESO Craglorn. Additionally, the veteran XP earned from killing enemies has more than doubled. Huh. That's interesting. So what? Shit. So you get double the XP for fucking... Is that just in Craglorn or in the normal world? That's crazy if it is. More than doubles. Beast. Anyway, dungeon chest changes. This is something I noticed in dungeons. There seemed to be no frigging chests when I was running through the dungeons earlier. Chests within instances has undergone 2 changes. Shared chests, each player in the group whose character is within 50 meters of the chest when it is unlocked will gain an individual role on the chest. That's not cool. Reduce number of chests. Since chests yields rewards for all group members, we will reduce the number of chests in instances to 2 total. Each instance will always have 2 chests in them, but the location of these chests will be random within the dungeon. There we go, that's why. So you need to make sure, keep an eye on your guys. If no one's opened any chest, fucking wait till they've all left the dungeon and then run back through it all and try and find them chests for yourself. These changes do not affect chests that appear in public spaces, only the ones within instances. Yep. Death recap. Yeah, basically when you press T, it comes up with all the information that happened to you when you died. Alliance war changes. Can't pronounce that. Celery. 2 new week campaigns have been introduced in this patch. You may resign your home campaign to Celery. I'm just going to call it Celery because it's mildly comical to me. However, doing so will forfeit or progress in your current home campaign. Celery has reduced end campaign rewards compared to the normal 90-day campaigns. For monsters, Cyrodiil and its caves are now veteran rank 5. They used to be level 50. Now they've gone up to veteran rank 5 because I think a lot more people are veteran ranks now, so they decided to up that. A new population underdog bonus has been added. When your alliance is outnumbered in the campaign determined over several days of population samples, it will receive a bonus to potential scoring and alliance points. You'll see an indication of the bonus in the scoring UI if it's active. Blah blah blah. The XP awarded for killing enemy players has been doubled. Obviously a lot of people wanted to level PvP in, but they couldn't because it was gone to shit. XP rewards for completing the quest to kill 20% has also been increased. Yeah, so you kill. They're just trying to make it more of a reason because a lot of people hate the PvE, so this is giving people more XP so they can try and level in the PvP zone if they choose to. Right, here we go. The fixes. Fix an issue where you could encounter extremely long loading screenshots loading in Cyrodiil. That's damn true. I'm happy with that. Added enchanters to all border entry locations in Cyrodiil. Okay, yeah. Scouting quests will no longer send you to a location you can transit to via Transit Shrines network if you own all objectives in Cyrodiil. A new battle level option in the gameplay settings menu allow you to choose whether you want your stats to be automatically adjusted in Cyrodiil or if you prefer to use the raw values of your stats. Interesting. Obviously this will really make the difference if you're higher level than 50. Note, this option can only be toggled outside of Cyrodiil and its caves. Trying to find anything that's increased veteran points rewards for all quests you pick up in towns of Cyrodiil. Oh gosh, and respawn quickly. Yeah. Art and animation. Fix an issue where veteran gear armor, which will now give them a higher quality appearance rather than looking like low level gear. Okay, so instead of it all being shredded and cracked, it'll actually look new. Improve combat interruption animation with one-handed weapons. Fix various issues with the bow combat animation. Improve the closing portal animation while your weapon is drawn. Improve the look and feel of landing after you jump. Fix an issue where your arms could clip your weapon and shield while stunned. Added slash torch and slash kick animations. Okay, I'll have a play about them. Edited the following current emotes. Slash eat bread is now eat 2. Eat and slash apple is eat 3. Of course, these are really important. More important than you're going to believe. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Jesus, we've gone nowhere. Right, so fix an issue where some helmets, so they fit properly on Khajiit and Argonian's heads. Yeah, they're always going to be a big problem. Fix an issue where helmets, face masks will no longer clip through your character, so your nose is sticking out. Let me see anything interesting, environmental. Fix an issue where you can encounter collisions on various architect sets. I'm just trying to see. Fix an issue where some rocks in Alkir could cause you to float after running onto them. Okay, I never encountered that. That would have been cool. Let me see. Improve the visuals of Wismother the model. Yeah, it's always good. All improvements and textures and that are always a happy welcome. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was trying to find something. I always thought the Dark Anchors sound amazing, so I didn't see what was bad with that. But yeah, like I say, any improvements are good. Is always a handy thing. Let me see anything interesting. If you guys see anything that I'm not covering, because yeah, you can see where we are in that scroll bar. We've got a million miles to go, so I can't physically cover everything. Otherwise, I'll be here for 3 hours. Let me see. Let me see. You are now immune to immobilized effects during time you are roll dodging. In addition to break out of the existing effects, you can now begin to roll dodge instead of just holding right button and left clicking to break out of it. Fix an issue where a number of abilities were not properly able to cause critical strikes. Reduce the amount of item durability lost while in group combat situations such as dungeons. That's a handy one. Right. Fix an issue where you'll be... I thought it said erogenous. Being resurrected. Error message will sometimes appear. Blah, 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 blah. Fix an issue where monsters in the third and fourth zone of your alliance content... were incorrectly set to veteran rank 7 and 8 instead of veteran rank 6 or 7. Highly amusing. I don't really think that makes a big difference. Well, it probably does. Level 8 to a 6 is quite a big jump. Let me see. Updated tooltips for many abilities to improve grammar, spelling and clarity. Fix an issue where bash interrupt could be used more frequently than intended when it's repeatedly engaged. I think it's fucking spamming shield bash for the win. Alright, important things now. The actual classes. Alright, Juggernaut. Burning breath, fiery breath morph. Fix an issue where this ability was doing less damage than was intended. That's handy, obviously. Burning embers, this ability now heal you if your target dies while affected by it. Dark Talons, this ability can now damage monsters with snare immunity. Fix an issue where allies were not able to activate the synergy from Dark Talons. Reduce the overall radius. Oh, that's not good. Who's that? Oh, it's the dog. Let me see. Inhale and morphs. This ability, initial life drain morphs can now hit maximum of 3 targets. This applies to inhale morphs. That was the dog. What are you doing, Sophie? Right. Anything else remotely interesting? Obviously this one, the enemy's target health regeneration bonus while they were affected with petrify and it morphs has been removed. Okay, let me see. Nightblade. Oh, there's hardly any to sorcerer, which is my main class at the moment. Right, obviously apart from my Templar. Fix an issue where cause and Nightblade abilities become unresponsive in high intense combat situation. This issue is caused by a number of factors and we will continue to monitor after the patch. Okay, keep that one in mind. Catalyst. Fix an issue where Catalyst passive's ability is... It will now properly increase the effect of speed potions. Let me see. Okay, this one seems good. Dark Shades. Summons Shade Morph. The ability now deals more damage as the ability ranks up. Okay, that's a very good one. Focus attacks. Fix an issue where rank 2 to 4 of focus attacks would not restore his stamina. Anything else? No. And let's see, Endless Fury. This ability now restores Magicka if the secondary explosion kills the enemy in addition to the initial bolt. Persistence. Fix an issue where this passive ability is now properly increased the duration of the Rune Prison ability. Rebate. Fix an issue with the ability that will now properly recover Magicka when your summoned Winged Twilight is killed. Summon charged astronauts. The storm astronauts summoned by the ability now increases the damage as the ability ranks up. Fantastic, because mine is the charged one, not the normal one. So that's fucking supremely handy. Right. Wow. There's a lot fixed with the Templar. Aurora Javelin. Fix an issue where the Aurora Javelin was adding less damage than intended. Damage than the intended additional 40%. That's a shit ton. Blinding Light. Fix an issue where after respecking you could not spec back into the blinding light. Channel focus. Fiction issue where channel focus was not given the intended amount of magicka. Cleansing ritual. The ability purify synergy will now only appear to the allies that have negative debuff that can be removed. Master ritualist. Increase the ability's resurrection cast speed bonus. What? Decrease this ability's resurrection cast speed bonus. That's terrible. No, because it's fucking is the tits. Those who have spent skill points in the Master Ritualist passive have those points returned to overall skill points. You may choose to place them back if you wish and invest them elsewhere. Yeah, I was wondering what happened when I logged back onto my character. Prison fix an issue where the prison passive wasn't working properly, adding ultimate when the Dawn's Wrath ability was cast. Radiant Ward. Fix an issue where the ability wasn't properly progressing as it ranked up the ability. The result in a slight increase to its damage. Rider Passage. Slightly increased in healing done, and the Remembrance Morph now gives allies 20% damage reduction at all ranks, rather than scaling up from 16% to 20%. Right. Ritualist, Ritual of Rebirth. Healing Ritual Morph. Increases the self-healing of this healing Ritual Morph. Spear Shards. Fix a visual issue that with this ability where the spear was falling horizontally. And the bow. Scorched Earth, Volumorph. Change the ability's visual effects to help it stand out better from the enemy fire area effects. Oh, Destruction Staff. Alright, Destructive Touch, Flame Touch, Frost and Shock. Increases ability damage and magicka cost. Elemental Drain. The passive ability magicka restores will no longer I can't even pronounce that. Erroneously trigger to damage over time ticks, or multiple time for a single ability cost. Force Shock. Increase the damage of this ability and its morphs. Impulse. Increase the ability cost of Impulse and it morphs. And if you have spent skill points in the Impulse ability, you'll have those points returned. Overall skill pool, point pool. You can now respend the ability or whatever. You can either respend on that, but that's because I think it's because everyone's spamming that like to shit, so this made it a bit more expensive. Right, so try focus. Increase the amount of splash damage from the shock effects that this passive ability gives out. Wall of Fire. Change this ability's visual effects to help it stand out better from enemy fire area effects. So wield. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, I can't physically cover all this. This will be like 10 bajillion minute video, but I'll cover interesting bits. I'll scroll down. I'll let you guys. You can pause it or you can just read it. Deadly Bash, obviously fix the issue where the damage bonus complied with the bashing jewelry and challenge doing too much damage. Slightly increased ability, stamina cost reduction. Let me see. Fix an issue where this ability would not heal applying targets under 20% health. Okay. The annulment ability damage shield now absorbs 100% of incoming spell damage rather than 50%. This damage shield value remains the same. Let's see anything else. Let me see. Try and find some cool things. So set items, all these ones that you can't make any of these. None of these you can make. Toro's pack you can. I can't recall any, but because a lot of them ones you just found kicking about, but a lot of them you can make. Let me see. Mounts. You will no longer see horses moving around without their riders. That would have been the best. You can no longer chop wood whilst mounted. I don't know if that's some kind of euphemism. Crafting, clothing. There's just so much. I've never seen such a large ass patch. It's now possible to craft level 44 leather chest pieces. I didn't even know you couldn't do that. Right. It's now possible to craft veteran rank 3 heavy chest pieces. Adding additional runestone harvest nodes and all things. I think fuck it, it's so hard to level enchanting. I think but I'm trying to find interesting ones. Dungeons and group content. Fix an issue where some monsters drop no loot in Dark Anchors. Yeah, there was always shit drops. From dungeons, Mother Snake is now slightly easier to defeat. I can't remember the Mother Snake being any difficult at all. Added an interrupt or telegraph to boss abilities that can be interrupted. Where are we? Skeleton Fire Mission, now it has an intended difficulty. Blessed Crucible is like one of the coolest looking dungeons. Public dungeons, increase the difficulty of the following public dungeons. Okay, that's cool. It's nice to make things harder, a bit more challenging, because you don't want to roll through everything. No challenge means no fun. So veteran dungeons. Fucking hell, it shit me up, man. The boss Marv Inferno requires you to be within melee range to hit him with melee attacks. Well, you would have thought so anyway. Let's have a look. Reduce the cost of all armor repairs. Thank fuck for that, because they were mega expensive. Some treasure maps have had their image adjusted to better match their in-game locations. Yeah. Fishing, I've never touched fishing in my life. Unless you have, then that's cool. Miscellaneous. Fix an issue where the game could crash due to a limited amount of space available. Available memory, sorry. You can no longer place multiple unique items in the bank. I assume that's like trophies and the level 50 gear, level 50 cover, or whatever it is. Well, you vet 10 sort of costume and shit like that. Crafting. Hireling mails no longer contain a loot box. Instead, they contain the random assortments of which the box would have to contain when you opened it. Yeah. There's just too much for me to cover. I can't, because this video's already gone for 20 odd minutes. As you can see, there's a lot done in the Archaea Desert, because that place is a bit fucked. Aradan, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. Replaying this game is going to be so good, because all these fixes, look at it all. Look at all the fixes in the zones. It's the tits. Where's that boss in the fucking... Where are you? There's a boss that never summoned, but I don't know what it's called. But it's really annoying for everyone. Yeah, Bankarai. I think it's Bankarai where the boss was. No. I can't find it. Heart of the Beast. I can't find it. It'll be there somewhere. Look at it all. I'm so happy. But yeah. I can't. I'm not going to read any of these out. I'm expecting you guys to pause it and read it if you want to read it, because as you can see, it'll take me fucking. Thought someone was here. Right. Anyway, Riven Spire, bajillion things. Shadowfen, bajillion things. Stormhaven, not so many. Shores Mackay, not so many. The Rift, not so many. UI. Revise the messaging when you /stuck to text gives you clearer feedback. Fix an issue where launching the game in full screen. Occasionally you would use the incorrect resolution. I hate living with people. So annoying. Right. Anyway, crafting. Fix an issue where if a smith created an item had less mature length than required to make it, and adjust the amount down did not update the UI properly. Let me see. Yeah, that's always handy. The Munderstone's getting fixed. Maps. Let me see. Volatile, you no longer be showing off the map the wrong locations of the Guardian's orbit. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's just a cover of the updates. As you can see, there's so many. There's more than I expected. I expected to cover it all. Well, fuck me. It would have been here for like 3 hours. But yeah, that's an overview of it. If you really want to read heavily in depth, then by all means just have a read through. But yeah, that's just a cover of the huge update and expansion to the game. Hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.